Hi, this is Helena. Today we are going to find out how to change Korean adjectives into noun. Are you ready? Then let's get started. It is easy to understand why it is important to change adjectives into nouns. As you can see, there are many different ways to change adjectives into nouns in English. For example, if you add ness after happy, then it becomes happiness, right? And if you use et, flexible changes to flexibility. And Ari makes brave to bravery. Okay, then what's the point of learning these rules from you? It means that if you could only say, I'm happy in the meantime, then now you can say, you are my happiness. See? Most of you are adults and you can use your mother tongue beautifully. So when you learn Korean, you also want to use Korean as your native language level, not at the beginner level like a kid, okay? Practice how to change the words that you already know a little bit and try to use them in a different way, like this, okay? So you can make a great sentence with just a little efforts. And you are already trying that, aren't you? Great. Then let's check the 3 ways to change Korean adjectives into nouns. Okay, first we learn how to make noun using after basic stem. Like 기쁘다 changes into 기쁨. Alright, and next we will learn base stem plus key forms. Example, 맵다 becomes 맵기. Alright. Then next we'll check how to use 는 것 after adjectives. We learned sweet thing last time, do you remember? Sweet is 달다 and a sweet thing is 단 것. Alright, then let's moving on to the first way to change basically or 기 or 는 것 are called noun suffix. They all attached after base stem and make it nouns in the sentence. For example, 기쁘다 becomes 기쁨. Then let's check this in the sentence. I'm so glad is 너무 기뻐요. And 기뻐요 is used at the end of the sentence as a descriptive adjectives. And 기쁨 is used like 기쁨의 눈물이 흘러요. 기쁨 is joy. And it is used with 의 to modify 눈물. So 기쁨의 눈물 is tears of joy. And secondly, different is 다르다. And the noun form is 다름. What's the difference? Is 뭐가 달라요? And I'd like to say we are all different. So let's admit that it's different. In Korean, 다름을 인정하자. 다름 is difference and 인정하자 is let's admit. So when I translate it dialectally, it is let's admit differences. Okay? And next, 무섭다. 무섭다 is scary and it becomes 무서움. I'm really scared. 진짜 무서워요. But I like to say I'm easily frightened in Korean. That is 저는 무서움을 잘 타요. 무서움을 타다 is an idiom that means be frightened. And 타다 means to have to feel. So 무서움을 타다 means to have to feel scary, which means be frightened. Okay? Cool. Okay, and if you studied hard with our PDFs so far, then you may find that this is not the only function of because you've seen many words that end with bium or like this. Although it is the same shape as what we just studied, these words play a role in making the sentence simple. And it's not a noun, okay? For example, 너무 기뻐요 and 너무 기쁨 have the same meaning. And 기뻐요 and 기쁨 placed in the same position. at the end of the sentence, right? Then when we'll use this kind of sentence? It is used in memo and notice and messages from young people, okay? Then let's move on to the next. Alright, the following form is base stem plus key. This is more suitable for verb than adjective, so rather than trying to use it for adjective, it's better to memorize some words like each unique noun, okay? So I'll explain the key in detail in the verb lesson later. So this time, let's just check a few often used words here. So the first one, 빠르다 means fast, and 빠르게 means speed in music or running. So the temp marking in music is called 빠르기표 in Korean. And next, 얇다 means thin, right? And if you change it to 얇기, it means thickness on objects, such as the thickness of hair. That's 머리카락의 얇기, alright? These days, people like to choose the level of spiciness when they order some food, like 엽기 떡볶이. 엽기 means 비주얼, so it is basically horribly spicy already, but some people want to more crazy spicy level of 떡볶이. So when you order 엽기 떡볶이, you have to decide the spice level first. The level of spiciness is 맵기, 단계. Okay? Alright, then next we have the base stem plus 는 것 form. Then let's remind what we learned last time. Because we already learned the way to change descriptive verb into adjectives. Noun modifier, right? Using 은 or 든. Instead of the noun after the 은는, you can add 것. And it means things. For example, with pretty, 예쁜, we can say pretty house, 예쁜 집, or pretty mind, 예쁜 마음. But when you attach 것 after pretty, this means pretty things. So 예쁜 것, you can generalize all the pretty things. And you can also use 예쁜 거 instead of 예쁜 것. So what's the differences? Yeah, 예쁜 것 is used in writing and in a formal situations. And 거 is more casual and it is used in a conversation. Remember both, okay? Then now let's practice together while reviewing what we learned last time. Like 예쁘다 at the top, change each word below to a noun following this step. Then let's start from 좋다. 좋다 changes to 좋은, and good thing, 좋은 것, 좋은 거. And 크다 becomes 큰, right? And big one, 큰 것, 큰 거. 멋있다 becomes 멋있는, and cool thing, 멋있는 것. Okay, so today we learned 3 ways to change adjectives into noun. And now let's review them with the blank quiz. Alright, so according to each sentences, and find the correct adjectives in the example box and change them into a correct noun form. Number 1, tears of joy were shed. What is joy in Korean? That's 기쁘다. Okay, then let's change it for tears of joy. That is 기쁨의 눈물. Great. And number 2, please select a spicy level. Spicy in Korean is 맵다, right? And how to say that spice level? Should we change it into 맵기, 단계, right? And number 3, I want to buy something pretty. Pretty is 예쁘다. What's something pretty? Is 예쁜 거. Okay. And next, I'm really scared. Scared is 무섭다 in Korean. And 진짜 what? 무서움. Great. Perfect. That's it. So if you want to study more with books, then please check the PDF. Then I'll see you next week. 안녕.